I was very serious about my athletics from probably about 12 already, because I just said to my mum and dad I want to go to the Olympics, and that's it. So I started running when I was 9 years old. I hated school. I was that school kid that was getting pulled off her mum every day, every single day. And I'd quite often just leave school during the day because I didn't want to be there. And I'd started a running club after school, and it was the only thing that could keep me in school for the whole day, because I knew if I went home I wouldn't get to go to the running club. So I just fell in love with it. And then at 10 I went to the track because my mum could see how much I loved the sport. And I wasn't very good when I was young, but I just loved it and I stuck in at it. So I was very serious about it. I remember my first coach telling me, like, if you want to be a professional athlete, you've got to act like one. And that really stuck with me. And I was acting like one since I was like 16.
It was just about April last year, Jemma reached out to myself and said, I'd quite like you to try and help me, support me through this next phase of her athletic career, which, you know, an athlete of Gemma's quality is something very exciting to work with. So it was something I jumped at. Generally, Gemma's driven pretty much what she wants to do. You know, she wanted to be an academy and a runner. It's a difficult discipline to coach, because you've got to coach what you see and not what you know. So if you understand what I'm saying, so it's the athlete comes through the door and what they bring to that event that you have to try and unpick and work out. When you're working on the top ends, the faster stuff, it takes quite a bit of time to sort of get big improvements. So when chipping away at it, it's probably the best way of describing it.
I think I'm one of those athletes that just loves running hard. I love to go to the track and know I've done everything I can on that day. And whether it's like an amazing session or a session that I'm not that happy with, I've walked away and thought I've done everything I could that day. And I love those painful sessions. I think having the group is so nice. They all come with different things, so when the boys are there, if we're doing hill rips or anything, I try and put them under some pressure. They dropped me after a good few, but I love having the boys there because I just always try and wind them up and try and beat them. This time last year, I was coachless. I knew where I wanted to go, but obviously there's a lot that goes on in your life, and I think mentally from having glandular fever, straight after Tokyo was really tough. And then last indoor season, I think I was just so stressed, so tired. I was just unhappy in the environment I was in. And I think I got to that point in life where I was getting told what to do, in every aspect of life. And it was like, actually I need to just start living my life and enjoying life outside of the sport as well. Now I've got a really nice balance.
Good job, coming through behind you.
I think coming forward from Tokyo was, everyone else thought was amazing at my first Olympics, but I really wanted to go out there and perform even better than that. And I came away from it, I said, right, so what am I going to do to get better? And that was get stronger in the gym. Now it is like the whole day I'm training, and it feels like a really professional setup that I'm in. I wake up and it's training, gym, training again, and it just feels like I'm doing everything right all the time, whereas before it was like I just trained once a day. I only started doing lifting weights like probably 9 months ago, so it's been really nice to see my improvement, getting stronger, because it is one of the big parts that I knew I had to work on. The girls are so strong in the 800, so it's nice to come away with some PBs. I think the sport is getting much better. I used to look at the start line and everyone was so small, and everyone now is like their own athlete. Everyone comes different. I think for girls and males, a big part of it is this whole lighter's faster, and it's definitely not.
My role is these guys do the day-to-day, and I just pop up for all the nice bits. No, I think it's just about experience, and I think it's not every day that you come across an athlete like Jemma that gets it, and it's lovely to sort of share those stories and the learnings that I had, and also how much of it is around your own belief and in the mind and what we're all capable of. So I think sport has really taught me that if something goes wrong, I've got to correct it, and I've got to move on. So I never look back. It's always about moving on. We've been talking about Paris and that final since, last, September time, haven't we, really? So, that's the sort of thing I only found out the year before, I won that gold medal. I would sort of think about my races when I need to. So just to explain to Jemma about start thinking about it now, start having that vision, and seeing yourself actually, getting those medals and winning. Why not?
I don't know what it is I love about running. I just love the feeling of it, and I completely switch off from the world, I think, when I run. And even in my hardest days last year, I never woke up and thought, I don't want to do this anymore. Those hard days, I'd wake up and I'd go and run, and it'd make me feel so much better. I don't want to finish my career until I have an Olympic gold. Obviously Olympic medals are so hard, and the 800 is so hard, and I respect how hard it's going to be, but I think that's what I've always been like. I've always stepped on the start line no matter who's in the race, and I've wanted to win. I've never just thought I'll just come in the top 3 or I'll just come top 5. It's just not me. I don't think I'll ever be fully satisfied unless I get an Olympic gold.